Hey guys, we just finished watching the first season of The Riker Case. Yes, you heard it right. The Riker Case. And guess what? We just can't wait to give our family an honest review on it. So let's unfold the mystery. Hello family, my name is Sandeep and joining me today is Sudipta.
Hello.
And I welcome you all to our YouTube channel Analyze in Box, where we will be analyzing movies and web series in a box. As you are new to this channel, please like, share and subscribe to watch our regular content and definitely show some love. The Riker case begins with a catch. Has Tarun Zachary Nayak Riker, a 16-year-old and the youngest member of the Riker family, plunged to his untimely death on his own decision, or is it a murder? Today we are going to discuss about the good and bad aspects of this series and we'll try to analyze whether this series is worth your time or not.
It's the third web series by Wood Select and will keep you at the roller coaster ride throughout the whole journey. The series, directed by Abhishek Sarpotdar, was released on 9th April 2020 and its rating on IMDb is 7.8. It has 7 episodes and each episode consumes on an average 30 minutes of your time.
The Riker case, in short, is a whodunit murder mystery that primarily revolves around the Goa-based Riker family. Family. This word implies bonding of pure love and support. But things are not as simple as they appear in this case.
The story begins on a rather dark note when we see Tarun falling down from a cliff. Now, given a normal situation, any stable-minded person would get a feeling that it's a tragic suicide. But the narration of this dying lad says something different and blames the family as responsible for the death. Well, not only in his narration, Goa Police SP John Pereira, played by Neil Bopalam, also has the same finding to this whole act, as he is pretty much convinced by taking only a few seconds look at the corpse that it is not a suicide but a very well planned and performed murder.
Soon what follows the investigation is the introduction of the respected, wealthy and most importantly powerful Riker clan of Goa. The family is commanded by Yashbant Nayak Riker, a role played by Atul Kulkarni, who plays a pivotal role in shaping up the family cashew business, who is also happens to be an aspirant politician. His wife, Sakshi Nayak Riker, role portrayed by Ashwini Bhave, is a rather divergent character who is calm and composed during the whole situation and managing the home boldly during this tough time. Their daughter, Itasha Nayak Riker, a role portrayed by Parul Gulati, who is distressed because of Tarun's untimely death and is hell-bent in finding out the motive of the murder as well as the murderer. The family also includes Yashwant's son Mohit, played by Kunal Karan Kapoor, and Tarun's mother, Lily De Silva Nayak Riker, role played by Reena Wadha, who also lost her husband and daughter in a car accident prior to Tarun's death. Throughout the entire family, the narration gives us a vibe that there is a creepy silence, accumulated with guilt, in each and everyone's mind, and adds layers after layers of conspiracy to this complex murder mystery.
As the story progresses, the complexity only increases to make us believe that almost any of these members could be behind the death of young Tarun. It was also portrayed amazingly by showing the same death scene of Tarun by many possible murderers with different perspective and motive at the beginning of each episode. Not only does it leave us all confused, but it also makes us urge for more when it comes to solving the mystery. With each and every twist and turn that follows, it only makes you wonder what might be the real reason for the killing could be, and who is the real killer. The mandatory ingredients of blackmail, power, politics, and generation gaps are liberally used in the narrative, as the police get going with their inquiry of a fresh suspect in each episode and viewers find out the motive of almost every suspected murderers.
Without giving you any spoiler guys, I can tell you that this series is going to hook you up completely, just like any other successful murder mystery series would do, though there is a vibe of typical K family drama. Now coming to the good aspects of this series. Besides the solid screenplay, the development and nurture of the characters were also done radiantly. The characters of Yashwant and Sakshi Naik Raikar were portrayed with absolute brilliance. Ajay Purkar has played the role of Rajshekhar Rane, a powerful politician who was equally good in serious role and comic reliefs as well. But definitely a special mention must be given to his hot-headed stubborn son Eklavya Rane, a role played by Lalit Prabhakar, who will make you hate the character and love the performance. Also not to forget the character of Mohit, played by Kunal Karan Kapoor. This guy has the natural ability to speak through his eyes and facial expression without even voicing a word. Honorable mention to the characters of Reena Wadha as Lily, Vaishnavi Kadam as Manika Apte, and Prakash Ramchandrani as Yagdish Apte. They also did a commendable performance on the screen. An added bonus is the typical Goan dialect, which matches with the backdrop of the series.
Now coming to the not so good aspects. 7 episodes with 30 minutes watch time is too early to finish off a murder mystery like this. To adhere to the time slot, the creator have left some loose ends to the series. Instead of all those narrations by Tarun, the mystery of the death could have been held back, and during the post-mortem or the investigation, it could have been revealed by SP John Pereira that the same was not a suicide, rather a homicide. Without giving inconsistent plot points and random introduction of characters, the first episode could have been used more to give us some serious dose of mysteries. According to me, one of the major drawback is John Pereira's over-the-top Dabang or Singham type street smart cop avatar. I would personally like him to do more of a police work instead of fancying around Itasha. On the other hand, Itasha is getting messages which were sent to her phone from an already dead character. Though the same was informed to Mr. Yashwant and SP John Pereira in separate plot locations, but they both somehow forgot to take it up with the cyber cell, which to me is a major drawback in this series. Also, after completely watching the series, I wonder what would have happened if the ATM with CCTV camera was not located at such an important location near the crime spot. A cherry on the top, it was also not understood in the climax scene why Itasha went to meet a strange informer in the midst of a forest without even informing John, with whom she has started sharing a bit more than affection by that time. Just to give opportunity to the culprit to commit more crimes, or just to give us a season 2? Primary cinematography was done by Manoj Soni and the job was done pretty well. The melodramatic death scene shot with a top view camera was really fabulous. But more work was to be done on VFX. Most night scenes were shot in the daylight, later edited to the night sequences, which gives us a peculiar view to the scene.
Well, that's all about the Riker case, guys. A case which will shake the definition of the word family to you and make you believe that anything can happen when people get starved for power. When politics and greed subdues trust and affection, they can betray or can be betrayed by the family members themselves. Well, as far as my review concerns, I will rate this series by 6 out of 10. Now the decision should be yours whether to devote time for the same or not. Lastly guys, this channel is new and it needs your support. If you like the content, then please give a like, subscribe the channel and don't forget to hit the bell icon so that every time we upload a video, you get a notification. Also give a comment below on how did you feel about the review. And also on which series you want me to make our next video. During this outbreak of COVID-19, stay at home, stay safe and take care of your near and dear ones. Bye bye family. Thank you for your time.